1 being the lowest?
Yes.
Probably 1.
Is 0 an option? I wouldn't describe it as something that we enjoy doing, but it's a necessary evil, and Infinity makes it a little bit less of a burdensome process.
How much do I personally like dealing with employee benefits? And 10 is I really like it, and 1 is I don't like it at all. 0. Well, the reason that I don't have to, it's let's say this, it's not my long suit. It's not something that I'm particularly good at. I don't follow all the details, all the ins and outs of what's going on. And that's why it's wonderful to have someone like Infinity Benefits to rely on, to be able to take care of that. They're a terrific partner for a small nonprofit like ours, because we don't have, I haven't one assistant, and then we just recently hired someone who's also doing fund development for us. But that's the extent of the organization. All of the rest of our employees are out in our schools doing the work. And so it's terrific to have partners like Infinity who can help us navigate the waters and make sure that we're getting the best policies and the best benefits.
How fun are employee benefits?
We have to be honest. 3 or 4 for me.
I'm going to put it probably at a 6. I'll put it at a 6.
I'm glad you're doing them mostly,
yeah,
not me.
Yeah.
Employee benefits in general on a scale of 1 to 10 is probably a 5. Infinity Benefits really has made it more like an 11. Again, the hand-holding is important. The descriptions, the ability to educate us on what's going on, not just say, well, you want this and sign there and you'll be done. No, they take the time, tell us about it, and it really makes a difference. So yeah, I'll give them an 11, maybe a 12.
Generally speaking, employee benefits, that whole process is probably a 2 or 3. But working with my account representative, I'd say it goes up to about a 7. It's not a 10. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It's not a 10. But he makes it bearable. And again, knowing that he has the best interests of my organization in mind makes it even better to go through that process. So no problems.
2.
And why is that the case?
It's just extra work. It's just stuff that is required that you have to do that takes you away from what you want to do. I mean, I want to sell sandwiches. I want to work in the stores. I want to deal with my employees. I don't want confrontation with them or, any kind of adversity. And employee benefits tend to create a employer-employee conflict, and to be able to navigate that conflict and make it a smooth process is important. So.
I don't know, maybe 2.
And why is that?
It's a lot to think about, and so you don't want to have it's nice to have somebody like Infinity just say, okay, here are some options, and just go ahead and serve this up, kind of, instead of having to invent stuff and think about it. And it's also nice to have someone like you, Joe, who looks at compliance and who keeps us up to date on things that we need to have on our minds. And so it kind of takes the thinking part out a little bit. I mean, we still have considerations, but it's nice to have consultants who, steer you in the right direction.
I think if you use the word satisfying, that's a different word, and 10 being the highest, I would say it's 10, okay? Because if you think about what you're trying to do for the rest of the people in the organization, providing great health care, providing cost-saving opportunity through flexible spending accounts, vision care, dental, all those kind of things. Employee benefits, it's a pain in the butt, okay? But it's satisfying because you're providing a service for your employees and your family and their families. And it's got you look at it and you hear it and you read it. It's a differentiator in organizations between one organization and the next. And we've always, unfortunately, we have turnover at times. People leave, but I do exit interviews, and they say, Jeff, you guys have a top-notch plan.